Welcome. Welcome to Geneseo High School's 129th commencement. We ask that it's tight quarters in here tonight, and we ask that everybody be patient and considerate of each other. It is going to be a great night for these young people and their families. We want to welcome the graduates, parents, grandparents, honored faculty from District 228 in St. Malachy's. And at this time, I'd also like to recognize our administration behind me. To my left, Mr. DePau, Mrs. Weiss, Dr. Ford, Mrs. Swanson, our board members, Mrs. Coleman, Mr. Puentes, Mr. Snodgrass, Mr. Van Woestein, Mr. Blaine, Mr. Beck, and Mr. Culbertson. This is a proud tradition. I look forward to having it outside as everybody else did, but Mother Nature didn't cooperate with us. We're going to move along very quickly. At this time, I'd like to introduce our student body president, Dan Rogers.
Knowing is half the battle. This quote taken from G.I. Joe sums up our education. It truly is a motto to live by, and for 18 years we have been guided and taught so that we may one day make something of ourselves. From our parents and grandparents, to our brothers and sisters, to our friends and enemies, we have been taught in one way or another. But just knowing something is not good enough to make it in the world today. We must take that knowledge one step further and apply it to our modern day world. We must be able to take all the facts we have had crammed into our heads and then turn them around and use them to advance ourselves. Knowing is half the battle, and by merely growing up, we have done a good job of winning that half. But as we leave for bigger and better things, we must fight the other half, the half where we put our knowledge to good use. But it will not be an easy fight. All of our knowledge that we have only brings us half the way. We have been shown the door, and now it is for us to open it. As for what is behind the door, only one thing is for sure, and that is change. No matter what we do next year, it will be a radical change. Whether you go off to college, the armed forces, or straight into the workforce, your life will be changed drastically. For many of us, we will be living on our own, far away from our families in Geneseo. We'll have new people and new situations to get accustomed to. There will be new problems to solve, and for each new problem, there will be a new solution. But in graduating, we will not be the only people having to change. Our parents will have to deal with losing their child. This year, my parents will undergo an enormous change. I'm the baby of the family, and come August, when I head off to college, my parents will not have a child in the house for the first time since 1977. The meals will be set for 2 instead of the usual 3, 4, or 5 they had to do in the past. In addition to having a different household, my dad will also have a different experience on the football sidelines. For the first time in 10 years, my dad will go to a Geneseo football game without me. From being a ball boy from 2nd to 8th grade, taking stats as a freshman and sophomore, and the last 2 years as a varsity player, my dad and I have been together at 121 Geneseo football games. That's a lot of games, and this year we'll both have a different experience. But that is all just some boring advice and stories. And our lives so far have been anything but boring. In grade school, we survived the taco epidemic. In high school, we saw the Burn the Snack Wagon campaign of 1997. We've seen a mysterious blizzard, a mysterious windstorm, and the shortest senior party on record. So we leave here tonight ready to face that change. It is only with the knowledge we have received in our growing up that we will prevail against our future obstacles. For preparing me for this, I would like to thank my parents, grandparents, all of my teachers, and of course all my friends, especially the Horfest clan, Jason, Luke, Will, Ben, Joe, Pat, Corey. And if there's anybody else I forgot, sorry. Give a what's up to my sisters. And to Miles, thank you for preventing me from being the first person to ring the bell at my last home game. I really appreciate that. Now I'll leave you with the words of the great mathematician, Mr. Kiss. Pick up your diplomas on the way out. You can leave.
Would the honor choir please come forward? The choir will be giving us two selections, Bridge Over Troubled Water and I Will Remember You. The accompanist is Chris Cashman, and they are directed by Mr. Stephen LaCroix. It is my honor to introduce to you this year's salutatorian and senior class president, Jason Colo.
All right, before I give this, I'd like to ask everybody to help me give congratulations to a man who won this year's Channel 1 National Teacher of the Year for Teacher of the News, Mr. Tom Steele. Now the boring part. Tonight is the final culmination of the past 13 years. Most of you graduates out there can't wait for this ceremony to be over with so the diploma can be in your hand and you can leave this building forever. And I know how uncomfortable the bleachers are and these gowns are, so I'll try and make this as short as possible. I know that you're afraid. You're afraid of change. I don't know the future. I didn't come here to tell you how this is going to end. I came here to tell you how it's going to begin. I'm going to show these people a world without rules and controls, without borders or boundaries, a world where anything is possible. Where we go from there is a choice I leave to you. Keanu Reeves, The Matrix. What the future holds is impossible for anyone to determine. There are no crystal balls, no magic spells, and no psychic friends hotlines that are going to tell us if we're going to be successful when we step out into the real world. The choice of where we go lies completely on our shoulders. There are two choices that we have in our quest to become successful in the real world. A great man in Homer Simpson put these two choices best into words when he said, "We can either sit around crying and eating dog food until our tears smell enough like dog food that the dog will come back, or we can go out there and find the dog." It's as simple as that. We can sit around waiting for things to happen to us, or we can go out there in the world and make them happen. I stepped out the door on a cold winter night to find that where my car used to be now existed an 8-foot pile of snow. That mysterious blizzard didn't magically cover my car by itself. Rather, a few of my friends, whom I believe the leader was Mr. Dan Schaff, stepped out and made the blizzard happen. Just like the blizzard didn't disappear by itself, I stepped out into the driveway with the aid of a few other people and made it disappear. If you want something to happen, then you have to make it happen. Making those things happen isn't going to be an easy task. After all, Rome wasn't built in a day. Rather, over centuries, it emerged into one of the greatest empires the world has ever seen. As we will emerge over the years into the kind of people that we want to be. Not the kind of people that others want us to be, but the kind of people that we want to be. This class has not been one who succumbs quickly to conformity, but rather one who opposes it strongly. From the infamous J.D. Darnell Correctional Facility shirts to the Can't Nobody Hold Me Down newspaper, this class opposed conformity. Sometimes the opposition was not of any benefit, and sometimes there was really no need to oppose anything. But at the same time, it showed the determination of not letting ourselves become people that we are not. Never lose that fire. Question things that don't seem right to you, but never be afraid to back down when you know that you're wrong. Out there lies a world of infinite possibilities, a world where anything is possible. We have the tools, the ability, and the will to make things happen. Now all we have to do is go out and put our knowledge to use. We can and we will do this. For just take a look at where you are tonight. It didn't just happen. Rather, over the past 13 years, you have made it happen. Continue this trend and success will be achieved. I leave you with a statement given by Charlie Sheen as he's working his way across the jungle in the movie Platoon. "Maybe from down here I can start up again, be something I can be proud of without having to fake it, without being a fake human being. Maybe I can see something I don't yet see, or learn something I don't yet know." And final note, I get $10 for this, Kippy Cowles, and $100 for this. I'd like to thank Dwyer and Michaels for playing the best rock and roll in the Quad Cities. Thank you.
This time, it's my privilege to introduce the valedictorian of the class of 2000, Jody Thompson.
Welcome, parents, relatives, teachers, administrators, and fellow graduates, to the commencement ceremony for the class of 2000. Graduation at J.D. Darnell High School is always a special occasion. I remember in the past watching from the bleachers, waiting for the day when I would walk across the stage. The pride that I feel here tonight is the greatest feeling on earth. I would like to congratulate all of you that are here today for your success and achievements. But what does it really mean to have succeeded? I'm reminded of the poem by Ralph Waldo Emerson titled, "What is Success?" What is success? To laugh often and much, to win the respect of intelligent people and the affection of children, to earn the appreciation of honest critics and endure the betrayal of false friends, to appreciate beauty, to find the best in others, to leave the world a bit better, whether by a healthy child, a garden patch, or a redeemed social condition, to know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. This is to have succeeded. Today marks the end of our high school career and the start of a whole new life for all of us. Some will go on to college, and others will move out into the working world immediately. Our last 4 years have been a preparation for reality. I cannot believe that the end has finally arrived. These 4 precious years have gone by so fast that it seems like only yesterday that I was a freshman. There are many reasons to loathe your freshman year. To the upperclassmen, you're considered to be the gum stuck to the bottom of their shoe. But then again, who can forget Mr. Steele's freshman world history class and his famous Jeopardy games that we all love so much? Sophomore year was the year of licenses. We learned to drive responsibly, well, most of the time anyway, and continued on our journey through high school. Then our junior year began. For me, it was the worst. We lost a classmate during that year. I never knew how hard it would be to deal with the loss of a friend until the day RJ died. Even though he's not here physically tonight, I know he's looking down from heaven, smiling at all of us. Senior year by far has been the best year of all. It's been a rough road to get here, but we all made it. After tonight, we probably won't be together like this ever again, except at class reunions, of course. But I will miss all of you and the years we spent together. I have so many people to thank that the list would go on forever, but there are some special ones that I would like to mention. I'd like to thank my parents most of all for helping me to strive for my goals and to help me be all that I can be and more. I love both of them very much. I would also like to thank my teachers for showing me how to make a difference. Most of all, I will miss my friends. They've always been there for me when I was happy or when I was sad. Some even taught me a lesson or two. In fact, my entire high school career has been one great big lesson on life. I've learned that it's okay to make mistakes. Everyone does it, and there's no reason to get upset when you do. The important thing is that you learn from those mistakes and you grow from your experiences. Another thing that you learn in high school is that everyone has an opinion. Just because someone doesn't agree with what you say doesn't make you a bad person, but should remind you to be more open-minded. It's also important to try. Even though we are faced with difficult tasks, it's better to try than to avoid them. Avoiding doesn't give you any opportunities for success or joy, but trying does. Everything worth having is worth the effort. The most important lesson of all that I learned was to always be there for anyone that needs help. Whether it is a close friend or a family member, always take the time to show that you care about them. It can make all the difference in their life and even in your own. I have many hopes and wishes that all of you will succeed in whatever you choose to do. Martin Luther King said it best when he said, "I have a dream. My dream is to become successful in my future and use the knowledge I have obtained here to move on to bigger and better things." I'm looking forward to moving on and wish all of you the best of luck. I think we all had fun here at J.D. Darnell. I've learned what the green and white really stand for. When I look at our school, I see pride, honor, and integrity. I will always remember it and cherish all the experiences we've had. Now I would like to take a moment to remember Robert R.J. Hamilton and all the smiles and laughs he created in all of you. I wish that he were here with us tonight. I would like to dedicate this speech to RJ and his family and friends. He will never be forgotten.
Now it's my turn. I get to talk about the class of 2000. Some of them are nervous. Really has been a privilege to be with you this year. You're the last class of the millennium and the first class of the new century. If you had a recipe, you'd be 3/4 McAvoy garlic and 1/4 Aubrey Weiss. And I hope that you've enjoyed at least some of the contribution that that last part brought into your lives. You're a unique group. You're the first class in my career that showed up with ID numbers on your shirts, 082299, 2499. It was that fateful day that this became Aubrey land for some of you. But it's not an inmate number, it's a mate number. The one thing that I noticed about this group is how tight you are. You hang together, even if it's not always good, you do hang together. There are many accomplishments that you've done, not just the athletics and the music and all those activities, and all the things that are listed in the program. But I've seen a lot of heart and a lot of spirit, and I hope you use that to your advantage in the future. I want to recognize in this group we have 29 Illinois State Scholars, and I would like you to stand at this time and be recognized. I also want to recognize the top 10% of the class. If you would stand, please. "25 National Vocational Technical Honor Society members, please stand. And 66 National Honor Society members, please stand. I hope that you leave here wanting to leave a positive impact upon the world. This is not an end, but a beginning. And while you will always call Geneseo High School your school and Geneseo your hometown, you will be off in the future and representing us well out there in the world. Dr. Ford, I certify that this group of students have met all the requirements of our graduation requirements here at Geneseo High School, and I would invite you now to address them.
Congratulations, class of 2000. Well, it's finally arrived. After 13 years of working hard, you've made it. Enjoy this moment. Cherish this moment. And tonight I'm going to speak to you because each year I try to bring a short message for your consideration. After thinking a while this year and not getting any ideas, I asked my daughter if she had a suggestion for the year. She told me, it doesn't make any difference. No one will remember anyway. That's my daughter. And by the way, some of you out there, for every one of you out there saying, my daughter would never say anything like that, look around you. There are 3 people sitting near you saying, "Sounds like my daughter." Anyway, that gave me an idea for tonight. And slow down, some of you are getting ahead of me. I don't mean the part that no one will remember what I've said. I'll address that with my daughter. I mean the part about not making a difference. Many speeches have been made exhorting graduates to make a difference, to find a cure for AIDS, to be the first man on Mars, or to become president. And I add my voice to that group. From you will come the huge breakthroughs of the future, the wonderful deeds that will be talked about 50 years, 100 years from now. But that view of making a difference is too narrow. That could let a lot of you sit back and say, "I can't make that kind of difference. I'm just going to ride along." Well, I'm here to tell you, you don't have a choice. You are going to make a difference. Your choice is whether it's positive or negative, good or bad. So you've already made a difference with your brothers, your sisters, your friends, and yes, even your parents. You may make a difference by doing something as simple as Rosa Parks did by refusing to sit at the back of the bus. You may indeed walk on another planet. Or maybe you will serve as the catalyst for the person who does one of those things. But you see, much of making a difference is the ordinary day-to-day example you set. Many of the people in our community who are making a difference are your neighbors, the people in the stores, the people who have worked harder and are good, productive workers in our community. For every headliner, you have to have many workers who actually do the work that makes a difference. No matter where you go from here, you will make a difference. Maybe you'll provide an inspiration that will save a fellow human being. I was privileged to attend a DARE graduation at Northside Elementary last week. 20-plus students, some of you among them, stood in front of those 5th graders and repeated their pledge to not drink alcohol or use drugs. Did those students make a difference to those kids? I don't know. You see, that's part of the problem with making a difference. Oftentimes you don't know. It will be years, if ever, before we know if they made a difference with those 5th graders. But you know, they tried. And that's the first step in making a positive difference. Perhaps you'll become a teacher. Can there possibly be anyone here who thinks the teachers before you haven't made a difference? Don't you think our retirees, Mrs. Hahn, Mr. Bazir, Mrs. Fortune, and Mrs. Daniels, can walk out of here knowing that their 130 years of teaching made a difference and made a difference to you? I ask you to try. Decide to make a difference and live a life that makes that difference a positive one. You don't have to be extraordinary to make a difference. You just have to be the you that's inside yourself. One of my favorite stories is about the young man walking along the beach, throwing something into the ocean. Someone walked up to him and asked what he was doing. The young man said he was throwing starfish that had been stranded by the tide back into the sea. The older man told him that there were thousands of starfish on the beach. The young man couldn't make a difference in their deaths. The young man picked up another one and he threw it into the sea. He turned to his companion and he said, "I made a difference to that one." Make a difference. Enough of this serious stuff and speeches. Let's get on with what we really came here to see, those diplomas that signify a major step in your life. Enjoy this time. It is truly yours to savor. We are proud of each and every one of you. Go out there and make a difference. Congratulations and best wishes to the J.D. Darnell class of 2000.
At this time, I would ask Ms. Vanderleest to come forward to call the names of her counseling students, and as well as Mrs. Coleman to present, and the different board members will present to each one of you, and some to special cases. We would ask that people understand that we do have a professional photographer here taking snapshots, so there's no need to run for the stage. And we also have the newspaper here who will be taking pictures, so that we'll get all that there, so you'll have the availability to those. Graduates, first row, be ready.
Aaron Reed Anderson. Tabitha Lynn Ashley. Chad Allen Banky. Kevin Anthony Baugh. Jennifer Ann Berg. Andrew Allen Boyster. Lacey Elizabeth Birmingham. Andrea Lynn Blondell. David Matthew Bopp. Carrie Ann Boss. Lindsay Renee Bowles. Jeffrey Scott Bowling. Michael Eugene Brown. Katrina Joe Browning. Mark Philip Bruner. Brittany Ann Bowman. Matthew John Carlson. Tiffany Dawn Carr. Anthony Bryant Carter. Adam Michael Carton. Jennifer Lynn Carey. Christopher James Cashman. Ryan Wade Catline. Anna Marie Couture. Ryan Craig Cherry. Katie Marie Clark. Erica Marie Clements. Ryan James Cole. Jason Lawrence Colo. Rachel Lorraine Conley. Noah Ashley Conrad. Stephanie Marie Daly. Miles Ashley Kent Darby. Tara Marie DeJager. Carrie Sue DeKiesel. Morgan Jean DeMoranville. Drew Michael D. Rymaker. Tanya Rose Derwin. J. Thomas Detmer. Joseph Detmer. Jill Ann DeWert. Trisha Lynn Douglas. Brandon Robert Duncan. Sherry Louise Irwin. Jennifer Lynn Farmer. Amber Marie Fletcher. Timothy James Foster. Craig Allen Frank. Devin John Volker. Christina Ann Fulton. Michael Lewis Gallant. Benjamin John Gerhardt. Shauna Marie Gleason. Kathleen Ann Gothos. Chad Allen Getz. Amanda Renee Goodenough. Aaron Robert Graham. Aaron Michael Grinnell. Kent T. Greenwood. Lucas Allen Gustafson. Jeffrey P. Halligan II. Devon Renee Harlacker. Ashley Suzanne Hawes. Tyler Walker Heilman. Michael D. Heitzler. Rebecca Lynn Henricks. Andrew Kenneth Henry. Elizabeth Marie Hendrick. Patrick Henry Hentz. Leisha Lynn Hodel. Aaron Matthew Hodgett. Heidi Lynn Hosty. Mary Irene Howard. Aaron John Huffman. Crystal Lee Hall. Megan Lynn Hall. Cody Jean Holtman. Angela Marie Hutchcraft. Sarah Susan Himes.
Kyle Patrick George Jan. Gary Allen Jans. Jesse Carl Johnson. Sarah Elizabeth Johnson. William Dean Johnson. Amanda Renee Jordan. Jennifer Ann Youngworth. Sean Michael Kepner. Jeremy Scott Kessinger. Sarah Jean Kiefer. Joshua Joseph Kamoke. Kevin Richard Knipe. Nicholas Ray Koenig. Chad Stephen Coker. Cassandra Marie Kolb. Stephen Lynn Kraus, Jr. Neil James Kuhlman. Jonathan David Lake. Amy Marie Lalman. Bridget Renee Lalman. Timothy Allen Lammers. James Clint Lancaster. Eric Anthony Larson. Eric James Levine. Jennifer Jean Lawrence. Tara L. Leathers. Brandon Peter Lee. Lisa Marie Lewis. Joshua C. Littig. Lucinda Janine Lutz. Melissa Ann Magruder. Daniel Craig Majorkirth. Daniel Elmer Mapes. Anthony Paul Marenka. Sarah Marie Martin. Carrie Jean Martins. Jonathan Wade Moss. William Howard McCombs. Stephanie Mae Miller. Matthew Eric Moore. Andrea Lee Morris. Mark Richard Mowers. Brandon Michael Muhlenberg. Megan Louise Neat. Timothy Wade Nelson. Natasha Ann Nilsson. Jenica Aaron Nordstrom. Sarah Catherine Norway. Verda Oakman. Dustin Carl Olson. Joel Martin Oltman II. Lucas John Owens. Narissa Ann Parker. Corey William Parrish. Jason Michael Perkins. Charles Joseph Peters. Catherine M. Pazadlo. Christy Lynn Poston. Andrew Richard Pratt. Eric T. Puzak.
Cara Ann Radzik. Thomas John Ramirez. Stephanie Michelle Rednauer. William Dale Rewerts. Robert Adam Ristow. Cara Dawn Robinson. Lindsay Wentworth Rogers. Michael Paul Rowlands. Daniel Robert Rogers. Stephanie Rose Rower. Andrew James Rausch. Eric M. Rold. Dustin R. Rutherford. Craig R. Sand. Christopher Lee Sanders. Amber Michelle Sargentson. Daniel Scott Schaff. Walter James Schaefer III. Renee Dion Smoke. Aaron K. Schneider. Jana Lynn Schutzler. Luke Stephen Sears. Craig M. Shannon. Lacey Caroline Ship. Michael Edward Skelton. Christian Daniel Smith. Alyssa Marie Snyder. Bobby Jean Speck. Ronald Allen Stage Jr. Teresa Jean Steele. Karen Elizabeth Stone. Rachel Ann Sullivan. Zachary Allen Sullivan. Angela Diane Swagger. Leslie Ann Swanson. Matthew Paul Swanson. Megan Patrice Swanson. Jennifer Lynn Swearingen. Andrew Darrell Gordon Tabor. Lynn Allison Tabor. Angela Anita Thatcher. Jody Ray Thompson. Michael Andrew Thompson. Nikki K. Thompson. Scott W. Thompson. Matthew Connor Thurman. Matthew John Travis. Ryan Kenneth Urban. Kelsey K. Van Antwerp. Stacy Ann Vandersnick. Jamie Lynn Vandevoordy. Grant Jeffrey Venema. Todd Richard Verhecke. Jennifer Lynn Vermost. Jacob Merrill Verstrady. Jason Lee Walton. Jessica Lee Ward. Ginger Deanne Watkins. Greta Estelle Weimer. Matthew Robert Welch. Joni Janine Westfall. Lisa Ann White. Shannon William White. Kristen Ann Weish. Rachel Marie Williams. Michael Stephen Windeye. Amy Marie Wisdom. Evan Elise Wolf. Thomas Matthew Worsland. Brock Edward Wiffles. William John Wiffles. Cale R. Young. Joseph P. Zerl. Tony Zer. William J.B. Zimmerman.
Okay, at this time we have 2 more diplomas to confer. This particular group of students took a long time to get out of Geneseo High School. Mrs. Hahn and Mr. Brazier, 2 valued staff members who are retiring, and they have a combined total of service of 65 years. I understand from Mrs. Hahn that she has only taught 5. And checking out Mr. Brazier, I tend to believe her. I won't explain, but I did owe him that. So at this time, I'd like Mr. B and Mrs. Hahn to come forward. Class of 2000, I would ask you to stand. And at this time, I declare you graduated and ask you to move your tassels.
This Geneseo Channel 50 telecast is sponsored in part by Turpins of Geneseo, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Chevy, Olds. B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery. Northside Rexall Drugs. Alexander Lumber and Home Center. Tom Curran of Edward Jones in Geneseo. La Roma Pizza and Sam's Ultimate Car Wash and Laundromat. ProTech Auto Body. Eric Henderson and Rick Benhart of Country Companies Insurance in Geneseo. Geneseo Dairy Queen. Becker & Becker, Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Letterman's Pizza. Brian Garnett, Mike Hamer, and Eric Goff of A.G. Edwards in Geneseo. Geneseo Municipal Electric Utility. Hammond Henry Hospital. Central Trust and Savings Bank. Geneseo Telephone Company. Co-op Decorating Center. Please patronize these fine businesses and let them know you appreciate their support of Geneseo Channel 50 telecasts.